Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I'll be talking about CJ Mosley and him bouncing back and how important that would be for the New York Jets in 2021. Before we get started today, I just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media. I'm Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out the Just Jets podcast. And I'd also like to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. So Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. Classes include illustration, graphic design, creative writing, film and video, web development, and so much more. Personally, I'm interested in the Adobe stuff, so you can check me catching out the beginner's guide to animating custom GIFs and animating with ease in Adobe After Effects. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads, and they're always launching new premium classes so you can always stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. The first 1,000 subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today. Check it out. In the first preseason game this week, it looked really obvious that CJ Mosley has not lost a step. He looked really good, and we've seen this throughout training camp during One Jets Drive. I mean, if you haven't seen it, the One Jets Drive episode 1 did a really nice feature on him, where he was talking about coming back, not playing in 2020, only playing in 2019, and his best game, arguably of his career, was Week 1 2019 against the Buffalo Bills. And supposedly, according to his father, which we were able to see in the One Jets Drive documentary in episode 1, he spent 23 hours a day in their home gym. And part of that time was sleeping, obviously, but he would pretty much only come upstairs to eat or use the bathroom. And they showed this gym, and it was a little rinky-dink gym in their basement, but it seemed like it would get the job done. And he was just down there training supposedly ever since he was hurt in 2019, all of last year with the opt-out. And in his first preseason game, he looked really solid for the New York Jets. He had 1 tackle and a pass breakup, a really nice play on first down to break up a pass, which is really something that you would like to see because the Jets have struggled in coverage with their linebackers for a while now. And part of the reason for this change in his game is the amount of weight that he's been able to lose. This is someone who usually plays around in the mid 240s, came back to training camp, according to his defensive coordinator, Greg Olberg, at 231 pounds. That's a huge difference. The amount of speed that you're able to gain from that, agility, just being able to keep up in coverage with running backs and tight ends or whoever you're covering is going to be huge for a guy like Mosley. And when you look at this linebacker core, it's really unproven besides him. I like Nasruddin a lot, but he's a late round rookie who's going to take his lumps. Same with Sherwood. I mean, you go right down the list here. There's a ton of guys where you're like, okay, they could maybe do something. Even take Gerard Davis, for example. He is someone who's looking to rejuvenate his career with the New York Jets. Is that really like you want to put all your eggs in that basket? No, you're really hoping that Mosley comes back and is 85, 90% the player that he was with the Baltimore Ravens and in Week 1 in 2019. If he could go, sideline to sideline, make tackles, be that guy who's going to give the Jets 120 tackles a year, that'd be great. But especially in coverage, the Jets need that, ability. And if you look at what he's done in coverage over the last 4 years, PFF graded him out to 72-2, 78-6, 64-1, and 77-1, which is pretty solid numbers, considering that with the position he plays at linebacker. In his career, he has the same number of interceptions as touchdowns allowed with 10, which is awesome. And again, he's not going to be in coverage as much as a corner or a safety, but that's still really good numbers. 10 interceptions in his career as a linebacker is really, really good. And he has a missed tackle percentage under 10% from 2017 to 2019. Only twice it went over 10% and never went over 11%. So this is someone who is a sure tackler. He is someone who absolutely should be a ball hawk in this defense. And I really like what I've seen from him. He just seems rejuvenated. He had this Instagram post after the game where he was talking about, the Jets having dogs and whether that was a shot at Adam Gase or Jamal Adams. I don't really know if I'll go that far, but still just excited to see good football players wanting to play for this team and wanting to play for this coach. It's a welcome change. Not used to that during the Adam Gase era. Didn't have a ton of that in the Todd Bowles era either, really, since prime Rex Ryan years where people like, hey, I want to come play for the head coach. So this is a really, really good sign. And if CJ Mosley is as good as advertised in training camp in the preseason so far, that is a really, really good thing for this New York Jets team. So let me know what you think of CJ Mosley. What do you think of his performance in week 1 in the preseason? And can you anticipate more of this going forward? Once again, I am Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll talk to you next time.